perhaps the first thought that you need to remember that you are spiritual, having a human experience. You have to remember you are the very source that you are seeking. We tend to forget that. We are the very source that we are seeking. Remember to respect Mother Nature and all it has to offer. Do not try to become too technical and scientific when trying to become one with the sun. You have many people telling you to do various things to become one with the light source. However, you have to remember your purpose when seeking enlightenment. If you want to become one with the sun, perhaps you may want to acknowledge the very gift of feeling, seeing, touching, hearing, and smelling, the vibrations of our light source, the sun. We tend to forget our five senses. Feel it. The sun has various ways of connecting to our physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional vibrations. And it's up to us to become aware of that connection. We tend to forget those vibrations, those very attributes. Do not be so worried about the sun's physical composition and source of energy. Things in the world are the way they are, and there are scientific explanations for those calls of nature. And other creative gifts have no scientific explanation at all. Scientists are not fully even understanding why the sun reacts the way that it does. So don't you be confused or feel let down if you do not understand all the details and supposed facts about the sun source. Let the scientists fuss with that. Let the scientists fuss with the technicalities. If you get so technical and scientific, you tend to forget the natural essence of the light source. And you tend to forget the natural essence of self. See, this is about the natural essence of self. And you remember that you are a light being. You are very much spiritual, having a human experience. The main ingredient in learning how to feed your being with the light source is by respecting the very nature of the sun and all of its aspects. The sun's nature has many elements, and it's up to every single one of us to respect its power and source, even if you do not truly understand it. The main ingredient is to let it be, just to let it be. Please let it be. Let the sun nurture you. You see, let the sun nurture you. Humanity's function is to cleanse ourselves with Mother Nature's natural resources. We have an energy within us that the sun connects to. So you are that energy that you are seeking. Every seed of nature has its place in the sun. The sun's very function is to nurture the seeds planted. So if you're tilling the ground, okay, and you're planting seeds, you're expecting the sun to help those seeds blossom and grow. Those fruits and vegetables. Think of it this way. If you plant natural seeds of fruits and vegetables, the sun will nurture those seeds. You are a seed by nature and of nature. Plant yourself physically by eating, drinking, absorbing the sun's natural resources. That's how you become of the sun. Plant yourself physically by eating, drinking, absorbing the sun's natural resources. Mentally, you visualize. Mentally, you can focus your mind and visualize the sun, the moon, the stars, the bees. And emotionally, let the sun guide your feelings. And when I say that, don't you notice when it's raining outside, what do we start to do? We start to feel gloomy. That's an emotional feeling. When it's snowing outside and it's really cold, you start to automatically feel like you have to protect yourself emotionally. Right? And spiritually, you need to do a spiritual cleanse with the sun by accepting you are born of light. And you're a light being. And like I said, you just tend to forget. It's okay, because we all forget. Nobody has perfect memory. We all forget our natural resources at times. So remember, you are the sun when you were born. So think of yourself as a seed who is being nurtured by the sun. Like, eat of the sun by feeding yourself live foods. The sun nurtures. The sun nurtures like foods. The sun is shining, blasting on the plants and the trees and the dirt and the grass. So when you plant that stuff in the ground and the seeds, and when you eat that, you become of that. Do not badger yourself with the technical scientific practices. That's what I want you to remember. Do not badger yourself with the technical scientific practices. When you are taking daily walks in the sunshine, you are feeding yourself. We are sitting in the window, letting the sun shine on your very being, your body. You are feeding yourself the essence of the sun. When you're eating fruits and vegetables, educating yourself with making yourself aware of Mother Nature. You are feeding yourself the sun. So when you say you forget because we do not remember our very source we are seeking is ourselves. And every time you eat something that the sun puts itself on and attaches itself to, and you eat it, it's within you. You're becoming of the sun. Like I say, technicalities are for intellectual stimulation. So you have to separate intellectual stimulation and be aware of its very vibration of your being. So the sun is the vibration and the awareness you need to know of your being. So like when a man gave a woman his seed to have a baby, and the baby grows within the mother, within that womb, that is the sun nurturing us from birth. But we do not understand that. So what you put inside of you goes inside of that seed. And when you're born of the sun. Live the sun. Be the sun through accepting you are the sun. And forget, like I say, the technicalities of nature. Your natural gift of knowing is what is fruitful. So, like that's what we do. We become too caught up in the technicalities that we lose the very essence of the light source. So do not be so technical. Do not be so technical. Because you will lose the essence of your light source. So like breatharians and wateritarians, they feel like you should not eat anything. Aeritarians believe you should not eat or drink anything because you are killing the microscopic organisms. However, you have to remember your purpose and what you're trying to do. What is your sole purpose? If your sole purpose is to become one with the sun, perhaps you should embrace all of the various sources of the sun. So that means like when you are, like I say, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, you are breathing naturally, right? And you're eating foods that the sun is nurturing. The seeds that have been planted, like eat natural foods. You're becoming of the sun. When you sit in the windows of the sunlight, like I say, you're becoming of the sun. When you take walks, you're becoming of the sun. When you stare at the sun, you are becoming of the sun. All of these various ways of absorbing the natural gift of sun and light have been proven to be beneficial. So nonetheless, you have to remember your sole purpose. So like I say, please do not be so caught up in the technicalities and lose the essence of your light source. Love is light.